Many people don't just give holiday gifts to family and friends. They also want to do something nice for a stranger or give a hand to those in need. This is the time of year when there are a lot of scammers taking advantage of that holiday spirit. Digital reporter Heba Kanzo takes a closer look in a story for CBSNews.com.
The holidays are about giving, and while most people give gifts, millions of Americans give support for charities and causes. Giving USA estimates Americans donated 4.2% more to charities in 2013 than the year before. This was the fourth year in a row charitable giving has increased. New York Attorney General Eric Schneiderman targets fraud through the Charities Bureau. He warns this is a dangerous time of year.
It is the holiday season. There are a lot of people who want to give money to a charity. We urge everyone, take a little bit of time, check out the legitimate charities.
We rate the charities from 0 to 4 stars.
Ken Berger is president of Charity Navigator, a website that rates 8,000 charities and offers tips on what it calls intelligent giving.
Because so much money is being given out during this time, by extension, the scammers and the thieves know this is the time to exploit people the most.
During the holiday season, you're walking around shopping. There's a lot of people who'll come up to you, ask you for donations for their charities, or people who are in front of department stores. What do you recommend people do?
Our advice is never give to someone who solicits you on the street, because you can never be certain that it isn't someone that's falsely presenting themselves. Look it up. Look it up on Charity Navigator, look it up on the IRS website.
Other research websites include GuideStar and the Better Business Bureau's Wise Giving Alliance. Berger says charity fraud most frequently comes over the phone.
Unlike a text message or an email, you're having a personal interaction. And once you're on the phone with somebody and they pull you in, that personal connection is more likely to have success.
CBSNews.com digital reporter Heba Kanzo joins us now this morning to talk a little bit about this. This is so timely. You're getting hit left and right with ads and just all sorts of things. And I think a lot of times when we think about giving, we want to make sure that maybe the CEO isn't making millions of dollars, the money's going to the right place. So we're really interested in finance. But when you do your homework, you shouldn't just look into the finances.
Right. Most Americans look at a charity's finances, but you should also look at their ethical practices and results. Do the charities follow through with their mission? Are they accomplishing what they're going out to do?
Right. So when it comes to charity fraud, did you find that there were specific targets? Do they look for people they know they can shake down?
Well, when I spoke to the CEO of Charity Navigator, he was mentioning certain charities that kind of tug at your heartstrings. Charities for firefighters, police officers, veterans, and children. Something that really connects with your heart.
Yeah, and I know animals too. You see those commercials on TV, and you want to go right away and pull out your credit card. When it comes to donating, you keep pounding in the story. You got to do your homework. You got to do your homework. But they're coming at you from all different directions now. They're on the street, you're getting mailers, and people call. They're telemarketers.
Absolutely. When you get a phone call, especially getting phone calls, don't give over the phone. One of the tips that he gave me was when somebody calls you over the phone, you have a little bit of interest in the charity. Yeah. Get on your computer, look it up on something like Charity Navigator or the Better Business Bureau, GuideStar, and do your homework that way. Because you don't know who's falsely representing themselves on the street, on the phone, anywhere.
Yeah, when he talked about, people on the street, you think about the Salvation Army and the bells dinging, and I think everyone sort of identifies that with the holiday season. But there are other people who approach you too. I know, where I live, you see people with buckets or maybe firefighters' boots taking money, but you really don't know where that money's going to, right?
Right. Yeah. And again, if that charity seems like it's something that's legitimate and you are interested in giving money to it, take the name down, go home, research it, and give money to them directly.
Yeah. You're going to scare people. Should we be scared about donating? Should we be scared about being generous at this time of year?
I know, that's the thing. This piece is definitely not meant to discourage anybody. It's great to give to charities. It's just learning about this concept of giving with your heart and head. It's this concept of intelligent giving, and that's all it is.
So what are you going to do now now that you've done this? You know all the tips. You're going to donate $50. What are you going to do?
I'm going to go home. If I find a charity that I like or something that I give give to regularly, I'm actually going to do a little bit more homework. I'm going to look at the results. I'm going to look at their ethical practices. I'm going to look at their financials. I'm going to look at them as a whole and see how they follow through with their mission and donate to them directly. Again, I'm not going to give on the street now. I'm going to be careful over the phone. It's just, again, intelligent giving.
Well, it's great that there are these resources out there and they're just a click away. Thank you so much. Heba Cancel, digital reporter for CBSNews.com.